Hi, we're back with the unofficial Google Plus Film Festival. This is our second annual 2012. We just saw the first block of the short films that we're showing today on Saturday, December 1st. And I've got with me a lot of the filmmakers here. Um, and just to remind you guys, if you can mute your mics if there's noise in your environment or if you're not talking. Um, I think Lovable Robot is the one we're picking up the most right now. And I did want to just, first thank all you guys for having your films in here, for making your films. They are all great. We had a lot of amazing films to choose from. So we're really excited that you guys were able to take part in this. Um, we are, there's some questions that are being pulled right now, but I wanted to just I wanted to ask a couple of questions right off the bat and let people know that you guys are coming to us from all over the world. We have people here from Portugal, from Austria. We also have Tope, who is here from Nigeria. So she's doing a really good job of keeping an internet connection happening. um, like the rest of us, evidently, we're also challenging that. But this is amazing that we're bringing something like this together so internationally and so globally, and I'm really excited to be part of that. And I think what we're all doing here is something that's very, very much on so cutting edge and so ahead of its time that most people can't figure out what we're doing. So I'm really proud to be part of this group and have you guys be part of that too. Let me ask Tope if you can chime in on this. Did you shoot this? Are these people that you know, or these actors that you were shooting for your film? And your film is The Young Smoker. Could you just talk a little bit about how you shot this?
Okay, basically, the actors in this film are definitely actors. But what's most interesting about it is the old man in the movie. This movie was based on, a true life story. He kind of talked to me about how he started smoking at a really young age and all that. And then, we thought to make it into a film because, it was very touching on all we, adapted it here and there to bring out the story. I was very touched by it, and then I felt, okay, this is something the world should see. This is a way to talk to people, get them to think. Like, as with most of my films, I do not like to preach. But, I just like to present both sides of the story. This is black, this is white, and you decide what is bad and what is not, basically, So, yeah, they're left with the questions. Should he have, kept sending the boy to get him his cigarettes? And was it his fault, really, that, he didn't have a hand to smoke the cigarette? I just like to present those choices, and then people decide, okay, what's wrong, what's right, what choices. Basically, life is about the choices we make, which is what it's all about. So that's about it for me. I like the story. I like it, that's gripping, and that's what I try to do as much as possible with all my films.
Was this I mean, it feels very much like a true story. Is this based on experiences of people you know? Or I'm not sure if I caught that, if you did say that or not.
Yes, it's based on a true story, yes.
Yeah, I think it's great. It works almost, at first I thought it was very documentary style, and I really liked that. But with a great narrative voice. It was very great.
Yeah.
Um, for Gregor, your film is homophobia, and was that? Can you tell us where you shot that, and are your actors, where are they from?
Well, we actually shot the wood scenes in my hometown, simply because of the reason that there were like a lot of people who could help us out, and it was quite challenging because it was actually in winter, and it was pitch black in the woods, and we had to get there in a current generator and all the lights. And my actors are actually currently acting students from different acting schools in Germany and Austria.
Wow, they're really great.
Yeah, they were.
And what made you decide on to shoot a short instead of a feature in this case?
For reasons of money, I would say. Well, I think it was like I had to do another short before I am courageous enough to do a feature, but the next one's gonna be a feature.
Fantastic. Do you have a different script, or are you trying to develop this story
No,
into
no,
it?
no. It's a different script, and it's actually a transmedia project.
Oh,
So
great.
different parts with a short film that kind of like explores the backstory, and a feature-length film, and a documentary on the subject of the film, and I'm trying to conceptualize it right now.
Fantastic. Very good job. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful film.
Thanks.
It stuck with me for quite a few days
Oh,
afterward.
really?
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
It's supposed
So
to do that.
yeah, well, it worked. So, and let me go to Alex over here, or the Albuquerque crew. We have we have Alex and Dennis and Joey.
And Jay.
And they're all and who?
And Jay. He
And
wrote.
Jay. Okay, nice to have you with us, Jay. These guys are all in Albuquerque, and they were the crew and creators of Stump. So tell us a little bit how that came about. How you guys created that film.
Stump was made for a 48-hour film competition. We were assigned a genre and character and everything, and we had to make a movie just in 2 days. And basically, we did historical fiction, and decided to make a grindhouse movie.
Was that the genre?
The genre was historical fiction.
Oh, historical fiction.
Yeah, so we set it in the 70s. I don't know what we're doing. Anyway, if we're still talking, we it was a crazy weekend, and we were real happy how the movie turned out. And then it got snubbed in the awards, and we're very happy to be part of the Google Film Fest, because we haven't gotten it into any other film fest yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think our host died.
I don't know.
And no one's here mediating.
Is
Yeah.
there
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Trying to kill me here.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad this is turning into a hangout, which is exactly what it needs to be. So this is perfect. Can you guys hear me now, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's creepy, it's weird, and
Ours Breaking Bad's RJ Mitty.
Is that who that is?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
the kid.
You guys are funny. So I'm going to go to Paulo here, who's lounging back there. Yeah, Paulo is taking a little nap there. It's a little late
It's
for
late.
him in Portugal. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your animation film. It's beautiful. It's beautiful animation. Do you normally the question that I had about it was, um, was this one of like, have you done a lot of animation before? Is what people wanted to know. As far as like how many, have you created many more of these type of films?
Not like this one, because this one was entirely made by me. I only made some animations for some, to say, some uh, pieces of animations for projects like scientific projects of an university project, and something that someone asked me to do. This was my first animation with storyboard and story to tell, and all entire made by me. The effort I made was to find out if it was possible to make it only with open source software, using only open source, and that was my challenge. It took me more or less 1 year to make it, but that was all of it. That nothing else I can add, because it was my first animation, the whole animation made by me.
Does
Writing and storyboarding and reading and everything. Yes.
Portugal support filmmakers by offering funds for various art projects in your country?
Unfortunately, no. Yes, but there are too many asking, and few money from the government, so not that much. And we have not that industry, cinema industry. So a great deal of animators, Portuguese animators, work for other countries like Spain, France, Canada also. We don't have that much industry, cinema industry in Portugal.
So is I'm having trouble seeing some stuff here. Okay, is Seeger here? Is where is Seeger? I thought he was here.
You're watching?
He was here earlier, but I think his connection was kind of
poor.
so. Yeah, so he may have gotten kicked off.
Okay, so Olivia, can I ask you a question? Are you here representing the Great Barrier?
Hi.
Where
Sorry?
are you joining us from?
I'm actually in China, in Kunming, but I'm from New Zealand.
Okay, and you're in. What time is it in China right now?
It's 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for getting up so early to join us.
No worries. I'm excited to be here.
So, do you know why you guys chose the Super 8 look, which we all love, and I think it has a great look to it. What was the artistic choice for that?
Oh gosh. Well, Jack Woon was the director, and I think he's absolutely in love with film. And we can all agree that it has a magical quality to it. Just even just acting in front of it, you can hear it, click through the camera, and you know that every moment counts on film, and just seeing it as well in the show reels is really beautiful. But yeah, Jack will be on for his second film that got into the festival, the Empty Swan Song. So you can ask him then.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that that's also his film.
Yeah.
Okay. I like both of those a lot, so that's great. Um,
He's a fantastic director, yes.
so is I'm trying to figure out who else is here because I have somebody that says lovable robot. Who are you?
Yeah, that's me. I'm raising my hand.
Well, what is your first name?
My name is actually Robert Poe. I co-produced Space Hospital, the Space Hospital short with Sigurd.
Ah, okay.
And Lovable Robot is actually a character from the show, and that's I created the account mostly as a promotion and not so much as a personal account.
I love Space Hospital, Robert. I
Oh,
really
thank
do.
you.
I mean, every time that would come up, yeah, I would lose it. It's just my kind of humor. So are these, I mean, is this something that you guys, is this a regular series?
It is. It is currently. It originally was actually a live show, a live series, a web series that we did for a couple of years, a couple of seasons live.
What do you mean live? With
Live
actors?
actors.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, we had started like that, and this was because it's so kind of expensive and difficult to do it live. This was just an attempt to take the same concept and try it a different way. And I love the idea of doing it, you know, as an animated show. Just I guess probably because of you know, I grew up in the '70s, and that you know that it seemed like sort of like a natural progression to kind of, you know, turn it into something that's even more absurd than what it already was, I
I
guess.
think you really captured that 70s animation thing quite well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's really what we were going for, was that very you know, 2D flat Hanna-Barbera kind of style. And
I think that's why I love it. That you have joined us and you're here. I'm just going to keep moving through everyone so I can make sure I talk to everyone. And Jason, you're here.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes. Okay, great. And Jason, your film is Tape, right?
Yeah.
Great. And was this, tell us a little bit about Tape. Is this your first film?
It is actually. We shot back in March earlier this year and edited. I think we were done in July, and we had a premiere here in Chicago.
Oh, you're in Chicago. Great.
Yeah.
So tell us, are you have you had this film other than in Chicago? Has it been out anywhere else, or?
Yeah, it's played a few festivals. It played New Jersey Horror Fest and the Horror Quest Festival in Atlanta, Georgia, and the Oshkosh Horror Film Festival in Wisconsin. So it's played a few smaller festivals.
Cool. Well, that's great. Thanks so much for being part of the festival too.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me.
What's that?
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, our pleasure. Greg Jackson, you're here. Are you here? Let me see. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's got a big tiger on the wall. That's what I see. Are you? What film is yours, Greg? And can you tell us where you're live from?
I'm in Canada, and it was the little snippet that came on and then stopped. I don't know
Oh.
what happened there, but
Your film is supposed to be in the next block, I think.
Either or. Okay. I'm fine either way. I wasn't doing anything.
I love that music video.
Thank you. You'll be seeing later on.
Yeah, I thought, what's the name of it again?
It's called Eden, by a local person where I'm from. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Penny is her name.
I think it's great. I really like it. I'm sorry that it didn't play because I think it's supposed to play in another block.
Is it going to play later?
I will have to find out, but that's what I thought.
Okay, because I've got another one coming in on the another one later. But yeah. If you can get it in there, that'd be great. I always like people seeing it. So
yes, definitely. Let me see what I will check to see what's happening with that, and because I know it was scheduled in another block, but like I said, we're figuring all this out.
It's no different than any other film festival, really.
That's true. So yeah, and as I'm getting text and stuff. I'm being told it did play. Did it play? Oh, it didn't play. Okay.
Well, there was like a second in it. There's like 2 seconds.
It didn't play, Adam.
I'm
Is
going
that
to come
okay?
in. I'm going to come in and just say there's a minor technical issue that happens locally that you may not have seen it play, but to the best of our knowledge, it did play on the stream. So everyone did see it. There's a little button that you click that allows you to. Sometimes there's a lag with internet connections. So it was included in the block, and I believe it did play. But we'll make sure, and afterwards we'll make sure it's included in the block.
Well, however, whatever happened, Greg, I think it's an awesome video, and I thought it was a great conceptual idea.
It was part of a program they have here at the Atlantic Film Festival in Halifax, and what it is it's called the 10 by 10, and they hook up musicians and filmmakers on a Monday. We meet, we listen to the music, and then shoot a video, and it debuts on the Friday. And then so we did that in the span of I had to take a day off because I was exhausted because it was just nonstop. So I think that was about 3 days work, like going full on, and having like we never sat down and discussed anything until we met that one day. And I actually shot 3 different videos because we didn't know if the effect was going to work or not, because we were just pulling it out of our butts. Really. So
I think the effect worked great.
yeah, I'm really happy with it, and it's the first. I've never done a music video. I've done films before, but this is the first music video I've ever done.
Well, that's really fun. I
Yeah.
think, well, whatever it was, we'll figure it out. And sorry about that.
It's okay. Don't sweat it. And I know how these things go.
Well, I think we're going to wrap our session up. I really appreciate all you guys being here.
Yeah, ask us another question. Oh.
No. No. Tell us something. Alex, just tell us something. Do you have a statement to make? Hey, do you guys have anything to ask any other filmmakers? Tell us something. Alex, just tell us something.
It was a great fest, guys. Good job all around.
Hey, do you guys have anything to ask any other filmmakers? Tell us something. Alex, just tell us something. Someone needs to delete or turn their mic down. I think it's Andrew Horton. It's always like you know who it is because your face is the person's face pops up. Hey, Andrew, can you hear me? We can't hear you, but thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
If anyone has any other questions for anyone else, by all means. And if not, we should all connect and circle each other on Google+, and make sure that you post on the unofficial Google+ Film Festival site any information on how to get in touch with you or how people can follow you. If you want to kind of post your Twitter feed or how people can see your film, or like in Space Hospital, like where we can see more episodes or anything else. Tope, I'd love to see more of your work. I would love to be able to
Definitely.
if you have links to any more of the stuff you do. Paulo, I would love to see more of your work. So I'm glad everybody was able to be here, and we really appreciate you taking the time and tune in for the next episodes of films, because hopefully we'll make sure that we're going to figure out how to show Greg's film. Okay. Thanks, guys.